What's up, party people?
So many puns in that opener.
Right? Having so much fun with it. This is the motherfucking dark stream.
Motherfucking dark stream. I'm knocking my microphone all over.
Right?
Stabilize. Okay. What do we... So we're... You were telling me about this. We got kind of a... Is this Mardu Vehicles?
Yeah, so this is going to be Mardu Greasefang. We're rocking out Explorer. We got good old Dora. And the question was how to build this in the most complete way possible for the main, which is as combo focused as possible. So to that end, for those of you who remember Dredge in Standard, this actually has some similar feels to that at times, because you have the Stitcher Suppliers, which are going to mill 3 to 6. You have the Undead Butlers that are going to mill 3 and give you the ability to pull back your Greasefang. And of course the combo is Greasefang grabbing Parhelion, but sometimes you get a Greasefang into a Skysovereign, which is why we have some of these as well. Yeah. Because you can naturally play them in this list, but also you're going to Greasefang them a few times, and it does a lot. It does a lot with Greasefang.
Yeah, Skysovereign's still pretty good.
It presents 12 damage. You know, 6 has to go to creatures or walkers, but that's a board game changer a lot of the time when it comes off a Greasefang with haste. And part of the reason this is in here is because I've been playing this over the weekend, just having some fun, and Mono Green Devotion popped up in this format now that Winota's gone. And Mono Green Devotion solved their Mardu matchup by playing Karn in order to shut down the activated abilities, which kills the crew. So you can't crew anymore, which means they do nothing. And it kills your blood tokens. It's really, really effective. But Skysovereign kills it most of the time. Because they're going to play it, and they're going to go -2, typically, to find one more piece to solidify their board, and then you just pop a Skysovereign, and it will hit the triggered ability, kill Karn, and then you can activate Crew and smack through. And so that was part of it. The other part is just that Skysovereign stabilizes the board if you are...
That's just a good card.
Yeah, it's just a good
just
card.
a good card. Let's roll it.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. So we are sitting over, I believe, in Diamond. Yeah, tier 4. 4 ticks, ready to rock out. Let's do it.
Let's bottom out.
Alrighty. So the sideboard for this did change a lot. I tried a bunch of different iterations, but ultimately settled on realizing that there was going to be certain 4-ofs that were just going to switch broadly. And Thoughtseizes, Portable Holes, these were all ways to answer weird things that I wanted to deal with. Jeskai agents in the format. So Thoughtseize is very helpful for that. It gives us the ability to really deal with the fact that that deck is really clunky, and that's just kind of an important thing to be able to do right now. Give me 1 second here, just a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that.
Off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got the Stitcher Supplier, we got a Fatal Push. What else would we need?
I mean, ideally, we'd want a little bit more gas, but this does have the ability to do some early interaction. It's not a hand that's going to get hit too hard by a Thoughtseize.
That's not a mulligan.
I don't think so. We got lands, we got spells, we've got the ability to do some stuff. Let's give it a shot and see how it plays out.
Supply them stitches.
We'll flip that way. Let's see.
All right, Parhelion in the yard.
Now we can top deck Greasefang at any time and start going nuts. And they know it. So we're playing against Green-White Angels.
Awesome.
Definitely an interesting deck to deal with. So we are just going to start out with this because otherwise they can ramp.
Yeah, that's got to die.
And we'll take our.
I really just got to kill everything they do, kind of.
Yeah, it's one of those control the board until you go over them.
Hey, die again.
I thought I told you that we don't stop.
Yeah, get out of here.
None of that. None of that now.
Fatal Push rules.
Alrighty.
Drop that Hive and smash, right?
Yep.
What else is there to do?
Yep, we're just waiting to get to Skysovereign, or draw Greasefang and win the game. So we'll see which comes first, you know? And if we stop drawing land after land, there's a lot of stuff to do with this deck, which I'm very into. Okay.
That Fable ought to clean some of it up.
Yeah, this Fable should clean up a lot of things.
Why, hang on. Why do that when we could just play the Blood Crypt tapped?
Then we don't have red.
Why do we... The Blood Crypt would give us red.
If we play tapped.
Right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
So we're just going to dump a Fable. They're going to Coco. They're holding up Coco mana, so we know that's coming. no need to swing into it with Stitcher Supplier unless we want to mill a few more cards.
Don't we?
It's okay. I mean, we'll swing it to force it. Sometimes we're going to mill into more of what we want, but kind of depends. Either way.
Don't we have Can't Stay Away in here for that reason? Doesn't that have flashback?
It does at 5, which is why I think I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, and that milled out stuff that would have been irrelevant anyway.
Trash.
The real question is going to be whether or not we get rid of both of these lands.
Definitely.
When we have the ability to potentially Sky Sovereign, but given that they're doing another Righteous Valkyrie here, which we can't really touch.
We're either going to draw like action or more lands, though.
Right. Right.
And yeah, it's not looking awesome right now.
Now it's not looking good. They managed to get just high enough to mess with us.
Actually, at this point, I'm in favor of dumping the Sky Sovereign and the Vantage. Although even a Parhelion would not be amazing against this board.
No, they managed to get out a little too fast.
I think it's time to concede.
We'll give it 1 second here and double check. Let's see. So neither of those is going to do a thing. And we still don't have the piece we need in order to move on.
Yikes.
So that's going to do it for that one.
Yikes.
When they have double Valkyrie, it gets a little rough. So,
what do we have to deal with this shit?
Brave Enfeeblements.
Yeah,
Really good against
help.
this. Portable Holes, also pretty good against this
Seems
deck.
decent.
So basically what we do is we shave off ways that aren't going to interact well
We don't
and
need
aren't going
that
to
Sky
matter.
Sovereign here. That's not going to be good enough.
It does a certain amount against a lot of their deck, actually. The only thing it doesn't hit are the 2/4s typically.
Yeah.
Everything else we should
maybe
be able
with
to
all that
mess
removal, if we can keep them from getting going.
That's really what it's there for, is to keep them in check if we can.
So we still got to cut 4. What's that going to be then? Is that going to be the Bloodline Harvesters?
These are usually okay. One, because we get our discard outlet that we kind of need at times, and 2, it has been removal against Giada.
All right. Well, we got 4 to shave. So what?
Where do we go?
Stitcher
is the question.
Supplier, maybe.
It probably is. We're not trying to speed combo them, because it still doesn't guarantee a win.
Let's roll it.
Yeah, this is kind of
Fuck
a
it.
weird scenario.
Huck it, chuck it, football.
Let's see. All right. Nope, close, but no cigar here.
Very close.
Needed another land pretty badly.
We need 5 cards.
We'll go to 5, see what we can find.
That's okay.
Rough on mana, but we have the ability to hit a 3rd land and then get into the other pieces we need, so we're just going to go this route.
Yeah, not going to win on 4, that's for sure.
Yeah. Not an ideal opening here for this deck. Let's see.
Hey, there's the black.
That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
And maybe that Fable can do a bunch of work for us.
It's gonna have to put some work in. That's for sure. All right. I mean, in terms of positioning, this isn't terrible. We've got enough to stay in the game for a bit.
I don't think we're going to want to do our discarding here.
No. We like what we have.
Some very good removal.
Yeah. This is as optimal as the removal can get. Yep. Submit 0. Let's just kill stuff and keep going.
Just kill 1 or 2 a turn.
Yep.
For now we have treasure.
Yep. But it's kind of a weird, fun sub game here. But if we can keep amassing treasure, we might be able to just push into a Parhelion hardcast later on. Do we want that to happen? Interesting. Are we in the business of killing everything?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And we do it this way. None of that and none of that. That'll deal with that nicely, actually.
Absolutely.
We are kind of weirdly a control deck in this instance.
Or maybe like a weird fish deck instead of counters. We just kill shit.
Right.
If it doesn't have an ETB trigger, countering it and killing it kind of has no difference.
Right.
Oh yeah, that going to die too.
How do you feel about everything dying? I like it.
So copy our guy for maximum the treasuring.
Yeah. Picasso. They're already at 10. This is kind of absurd in a way. If they have Coco, it's real bad for us, but we have the ability to Fatal Push and get that rolling real easy.
Maybe they'll whiff. You never know. It happens.
And we have the ability to get Parhelion online pretty quick, too, which is kind of adorable and funny.
Well, that's going to die.
Yep, but I'm going to wait and see if they actually cast another Angel, if they're just...
Kill it.
Kill it with fire. No life for you.
I love how Fatal Pushing an Angel still kills it, even though they can, fly.
And I'm thinking do I play the Skysovereign or just hold this thing for next turn?
I think hold it.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I think we just hold it for their next card. Unless it's a Righteous Valkyrie, we're pretty happy with it, right?
Yeah.
We're going to lose our token.
Right, we no longer have the ability to crew it.
That is awkward, yeah.
So, to me, that says hold it.
Yeah. Plus, we could still top deck a Parhelion, which would be funny.
We could cast it now, yeah. All right.
Do we cast it? Well, we can't crew this yet either, which is part of the problem.
So, let's hold it and just smack with Kiki Jiki's Reflection.
Yeah.
It is a 3-turn clock now.
This is the weirdest game I've played in a while. Okay. All right. Guess what Skysovereign's happening?
Yep.
Oh my. What is
Really?
They're getting the portable hole to get back Giada.
Yeah, okay.
So we kill Giada, probably. Let's see.
Interesting.
Do we have anything engraved here? No, we don't.
No,
we don't.
so we can cast Skysovereign and Greasefang.
In the same turn, I think it's just the Skysovereign to start and then Greasefang crew it real quick, right?
Yeah.
Or do we want to just cast Parhelion pass and then Greasefang crew for the win? Or no, this hits for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, we win now. We win now.
But we can't crew and swing this turn.
Yeah, we can. Doesn't it give it haste?
Only if it returns from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh.
So I think we just pass.
Yeah, we do just pass. You're right.
And then we can
Damn it, Greasefang.
smack them through. I'm fine with this.
Why can you only make them fast if they're corpsey?
This is fine. Like, they get to swing here, but now they're gonna have to deal with this, which...
Incur the wrath.
Well, this is double adorable, because they have to block it, and we get to kill Skyclave while we attack.
Yep. Oh, just get that... Why that one? Because now we only get a 1-1.
Oh, good point.
We could have gotten a 3-3.
We call that a whoopsie moment.
So...
That's a whoopsie moment.
Whoopsie moment.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Didn't matter.
They gave up. They had enough of this shit. Okay, on the draw this time.
Well, 12 pieces of removal felt good.
Sure worked, because that draw was fecal.
Yeah.
Fecal. Yeah, let's run it back. That worked fine.
Let's see. Do we want anything?
Of course not.
Anything over the Deadly Disputes?
No, I think we want that card advantage. Although...
I mean, it does sacrifice artifacts, so we can sacrifice treasures and blood tokens. Yeah, it's probably worth it for the card advantage here, because they're going to have Cocos, right?
I guess we could, because we don't have as much to sacrifice, we could put in some Thought Seizes.
I'm fine
and
with
take the Cocos.
I'm fine with like one Thought Seize, maybe two.
So the problem is we don't have the Stitcher Supplier to sacrifice to the Deadly Disputes now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually potentially a bigger fan of Go Blank. Or, let's see. Okay. We do get to... Let's dump a Thoughtseize in. Do we want to go for the full 3?
Yeah.
And just try this plan?
Yeah.
Get out, get going, get fast.
We're also on the draw here.
That's true. And Thoughtseize on the draw is occasionally exactly what you need to just check them.
Yeah, our best sacrifice outlet got boarded out. I mean, we boarded a shitload of cards here, but you could see from game 1 that it was necessary.
I like this. Legit. I like this a lot. This is the way.
And it's getting better.
Yeah. I mean, we're basically Mardu control with a combo at the end now. Okay, you don't have to play anything. We'll play stuff. We like to play stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And I am totally fine.
Yeah, this is like Murder Fish.
Yeah. I think it might actually be Fable here after we swing. There's nothing they can play.
Yeah, crack in.
And I'd rather get treasures rolling here. If they're stuck on lands, this gives us a free win.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker has proven itself to be an incredibly powerful card.
Alright. Sacred can go. I think Blightstep can go.
Yes.
And we can just pull... We want the den.
We want the den.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, just fine. Drop the den, murder that guy.
It's Portable Hole and Bloodtithe, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And then we smack for 5. That's quite a clock already.
Yep. With Ray of Enfeeblement back.
And the fact to copy...
Thanks to the treasure we're about to have.
Well, we also have the ability to copy Bloodtithes in 2 turns. To just kill their thing every single turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of spicy with
That ain't
Kiki.
bad. That ain't bad.
That's a spicy little Kiki number. Okay, so they're just going to scoop. Oh, they have Doomscar? Wild. Okay.
Good luck, bro.
I think we do enough damage here. Let's see. Well, this is going down because I want the ability to activate that next... Actually, I'm activating it this turn. Because I have the treasure token.
But we could get a copy of Bloodtithe Harvester, which would give us another blood as well.
Summoning sick.
Oh, shit. Yep. There it is then.
And this puts on...
You better Doomscar. That's what that means.
I think this is 11 points of damage, though. Which means even if they Doomscar, we still have the treasure token and the lands.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Never
lethal.
mind.
Never mind. I forgot the last piece.
Just win.
Good enough. With 3 pieces of
Okay,
removal
not
in it.
bad, not bad, not bad.
I mean, they stumbled super hard, but...
So, I liked how that played out. I liked that we could sideboard into something effective, because game 1, we were just going to fucking lose.
Right.
And it's good to see that that worked.
Yeah. Yeah, that we could go into kind of a weird control game against other aggro. And that wasn't aggro, it's like a mid-range, I don't know, but...
Yeah, let's try another.
I think this still, as a core, works. And we'll see. If it isn't the right core, it might be a scenario where we need... I mean, if Greasefang isn't the path, then Mardu Vehicles is probably a better version of this deck.
That's actually where I've been at. In my mind, is just completely ignoring the Greasefang part, because I think Vehicles is really powerful.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's basically it.
We'll try this. Absolutely. This is 1 Parhelion mill away. And we have the ability to mill 6. Which I like a great deal.
Yeah, so this is a good test hand for this theory.
Right?
Because this is a nearly ideal hand.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean,
And my concern is if it doesn't hit exactly what it's supposed to hit. Well, there's a Skysovereign, so that's pretty damn good already.
yeah.
I do like that in the mix, that there's another high-value target to get.
And we'll just pass it on over, do a little Deadly Disputes, and then Greasefang Skysovereign seems like it'll be just fine. Let's do that.
Perhaps Skysovereign, perhaps greater.
Perhaps greater.
Hey, Macarena. In fact, we could do a Can't Stay Away so that we can get around Dwara Dispute.
We're already around it with treasure. The question's really more, do we think they're going to have an answer for Greasefang? And I think we just make them have it every time.
Of course we make them have it. Absolutely.
And if they have Dwara Dispute, it's not going to do anything here.
Hey,
So
looks like we win.
maybe. We'll see if they let us go to combat. They should have a lightning axe here. This should
Something.
be... Well, this is it Phoenix? Likely? Which means they should have lightning axe. There it is.
Okay. Oh, they had to throw a land away. Sucks to suck.
And I think we're just... Do we push the Stitcher Supplier?
Why? We have everything in the bin that we want.
Right? I don't think it's necessary.
In fact,
here.
we want that treasure so that if the Can't Stay Away doesn't work, we can flash it back.
And here's... Yep, there's the Shredder.
Okay, and they've got their pants down, so...
Well, they should be able to play one more land, and then it's do they have another lightning axe?
Yeah, let's make sure that we play... Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter what land we play because they can't even pierce us. Oh, they don't have the mana.
Okay,
Never mind.
let's win the game, right?
Das Ende.
Derp, derp.
Just can't stay away from that greasy, greasy fang.
And there you are.
Absolutely. Pants on. Smackety smack.
And this is not the first time we played against Winter Griffin. I think this is actually the 3rd time we've played against whoever Winter Griffin is on stream. All right, so we're up against, is it Phoenix? The one go blank comes in for this.
Yeah, I like that.
After that, it's kind of just anyone's guess as to what the best scenario is here, because they are going to have leisure shredders that we have to deal with. But Portable Hole is not a good call against them. Most of what they do is not going to be at the 1 or 2 CC, and they do have artifact removal because of these. They'll have Abrades. So, maybe it's the Thoughtseize, although that feels a little interesting against a deck like this. It might just be the one go blank and run it back and flip out a...
Deadly Dispute.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Like one of them.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I don't want to overboard this one. I want to make them show me a reason to board for game 3, you know, if they can. Or just run them over in 2 if we can. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Yeah. This is fine. We have our discard outlet for this.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Perfect mana. Fatal Push for the early Ledger Shredders. That's pretty much where I want to be. So the piece this has over Mardu Vehicles is that it can do some explosive stuff that Vehicles just can't quite pull off. And that's really the biggest difference, right? Is Vehicles is more consistent and all the pieces fit together a little bit better, but this goes a little bit harder typically. Alrighty.
Well, that's the question, is does it go harder typically? Or does it go harder exceptionally?
Fair,
right?
Fair.
Because Vehicles is incredibly consistent. This deck does not seem to be.
Yeah. The question, I guess, is also whether the plan B of we didn't get the combo is better than most of the format, right? If you're not going to get the combo consistently, is your plan B strong enough that you don't care? Right there. All right. Yep. We're on Fable. And can they
Seeing
get
Strangle make an appearance here? That's a hell of a card.
That's a 4 of in the list now, yeah. So they run 4 Strangle, 4 Lightning Axe. There it is.
Speaking of which.
Yeah. There's the anger, yep. And this is why we keep in those Fatal Pushes. So we're going to dump out Inspiring and Parhelion.
Sure you don't want to keep Parhelion in the grip?
Push out that. Spell Pierce won't save you now. And
drop a Sacred Foundry, or maybe try and bleed?
I think we can afford to bleed one right here and just double check and see if we have like another Bloodtithe or something of value that we can mess with here. We've drawn an awful lot of lands this game, which is unfortunate. But we're going to keep drawing.
Get some more.
But we're going to keep going on that front. Yep.
Okay.
Part of me wondered whether it was correct to can't stay away a Bloodtithe there. I'm not sure. I was back and forth. Like, that feels so weak.
Maybe next turn if we got nothing better.
Yeah.
Actually, next turn it would be appropriate if we've got nothing better, because then we'll have the Kiki Jiki coming in and it becomes a solution to Phoenix's.
Once this gets out of Summoning Sickness, yeah.
Yeah, a really bad solution, but...
Yeah, that's true. Skysovereign will keep for the Phoenix that they're going to play.
Do we do that, or do we just drop it, and then next turn maybe we can't stay away our Bloodtithe so we can crew it and get to smacking?
Well, they should have Abrades. 4 of them, post-board. And I'd like to have something to hit with this before they abrade it, and they're probably grabbing back a Phoenix next turn. So I'd love to be able to just, they smack 3, we get Skysovereign, they have to answer it.
Fair enough.
And we can do a can't stay away here for a Bloodtithe.
Yeah, let's get our mana in good use.
Let's see. I'm fine with this anyway, actually. I'm just going to do this real quick and
I'm into that.
See if there's any more action to be had. All lands, baby. All right.
We are consistent.
Well, at least this deck has better ways to deal with drawing 10 lands in the top 15.
Anger of the gods. Which way would you like them to be exiled?
Right. You can have whatever you like. Okay.
Someday we'll just cast a Parhelion.
Yeah.
We're not far.
We're 2 lands out, and we have one in
We
hand.
have one in the grip. Yeah, we're not far.
I'm passing here. They haven't presented any pressure, and if they're going to braid this, I want to be able to deadly dispute it.
Yep.
Weirdly, that's just where I'm at.
We have the mana next turn.
Right. These games go a little bit longer than I thought they would, which makes sense because both decks are trying to go off and prevent each other from going off. So, you know, if that's how it's going to be, so be it.
They sure have a lot of cards, but those cards are so fluffy.
Yeah, this is...
Of course, that's true of us, too.
This is the problem with both of these combo decks. Both of them have a lot of cards that just are kind of hot air balloons, you know? Yeah, we'll go here, we'll go there, and make them do some stuff.
Yeah, I like leaving up the Deadly Dispute.
Yeah, it's kitschy, it's kind of funny. Alright, so they didn't have an Abrade they wanted to spend, or didn't have one, period. Interesting. Just gonna hard cast that one, alright.
Why not?
So they're just holding up the ability to kill Greasefang is what I'm seeing.
So it would appear.
So the question becomes, do we... No, we have Deadly Dispute and Stitcher. We can do both.
Right.
Let's just do that if we're going to do it. Let's start there and see what we get.
What do we get?
Okay.
Not enough.
Let's draw.
Dispute the deadliness.
Yeah. Let's do a little drawing. We can almost just hard cast a Parhelion at this point. And at least this way...
The problem is crewing it right now.
Yeah, but if we get a Greasefang... let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to Can't Stay Away after I play a land here. The Bloodtithe.
Yeah, so we can start smacking with that
and we
Skysovereign.
Right, we can force it.
Do the business.
Yep, and now we can hard cast Parhelion whenever we want. So...
Ridiculous.
We've been through half our deck almost, and we have not seen a Greasefang or a Parhelion, if to my knowledge, right? Oh, we have a Parhelion.
There's a Parhelion in the bin.
Alright, so if they have a Lightning Axe for this, that's cool. But that's what they're going to need, is a Lightning Axe right now.
There it is.
And there's the third Arclight. Okay.
Okay.
Or is that 4 Arclights? How many Arclights are there? 1, 2... Okay, that's a lot of Arclights.
It's a lot of Arclights.
Alright.
I've got a feeling we're going to be attacked by 3 Arc-like Phoenixes here.
I mean, as long as they don't have another piece of removal, we have a shot in the next 2 draws to hit a Greasefang, Parhelion, and then we have, I think, just enough life to stay in.
Yeah, I think we gotta use that treasure to use that blood.
But we can wait till our turn, right?
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, shit, it's time to get it.
Okay. And now we can use this on the treasure.
Sure.
To draw. Alright, Greasefang. You're either going to work or you really aren't. Let's see.
Blood away the... Kinda doesn't matter.
Blood Crypt here, probably.
Makes sense. Blood for Blood.
Blood for Blood, right?
Is a really bad song by Hell Yeah.
Okay, so we can at least do something that's not good. Let's do this. So here's the route so we don't quite die, we don't quite do enough.
No!
We go this route.
And then blood.
And then blow out the blood to try and find a Greasefang. That way we can still push one and force them to triple spell again.
Force them to have what they've got.
Right, right.
Let's go, let's go!
Can we see a Greasefang in the top? No, we really can't. Alright, so we push this and then we fatal push the last one.
Yep, yep, and hope we get to untap.
And if we get to untap, cool. If we don't...
If we get to untap, we get to see 3 cards.
Yeah. Either they've got the gas to keep rolling or they don't, and
I
that's
feel like
fine.
they've probably got it.
They should. This is a deck that absolutely should have enough to do that.
Oh.
17 for Crackling Drake. Alright, do you have haste?
What a monster.
There is a haste.
Oh, wow! Alright, respect. That was cool.
They play 1 Kazul's Fury in the deck, and I've never seen it pull that off before, but that was so cool.
Okay, we're on the play now.
I still like to go blank. I think we need the Deadly Dispute more, because we need to be drawing and pushing I think we can just lose one Voldaren Epicure
Yeah, fuck
here
it, why not?
and push it out this way. So that's...
Let's give it a crack. Let's give it a crack.
What happens when you get through 20... What is it? No, that was 33 cards and no Greasefang.
Yeah, I'm not loving this deck, man.
The get through 33 cards and not win because we missed one critical piece is rough.
Who's got a lawnmower going in outer space? Bullshit.
We'll get that solved. This seems fine. This seems fine. We've got the ability to kind of start pushing, and yeah,
It's got one of the cards we need.
the ability to put it in the bin, the ability to start looking for more Greasefangs quickly, and fix the draw a little bit to get to the Fable, which I also like.
Yeah.
It's got the pieces to get going, which I like. But yeah, this matchup in a lot of ways is going to tell us whether or not this deck is viable. Because if we can't beat Izzet Phoenix, this deck is not a viable path. This can be in black, so we don't have to take damage? Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This also plays a little bit into their Anger of the Gods plan, which isn't amazing.
Well, there's El Greasefang. Not bad.
Let's see. But I'd like to force people to have it at every opportunity, and if we force an Anger on a specific turn, it might mean that we get Greasefang the next.
They're a little bit of mana off of that too, though. I'm gonna get a turn to smack with all these. Lol.
So I'm gonna go this route into Fable.
Yes.
Because it'll guarantee an Anger,
Yes.
and then we should be able to Greasefang Parhelion for the win.
And yeah, if they have an Anger, they're casting it now.
Right, which gives us discard Parhelion, Greasefang, get there. Okay, so they didn't have that. So
They're boned.
Oh yeah, they're definitely screwed.
It's over.
Boom, 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 boom.
Doesn't matter what we draw.
Parhelion comes down, and that's the game.
Yeah, explode.
Okay.
So it sure fucking works when it works.
Yeah, and I guess, does it work 2 out of 3 games is kind of the question. Because that's 2 game 3s we've claimed to mana screw on our opponents. Either way, I think we were winning that one. If they went up and they hit the Anger, which they kind of needed to do.
If they curved out, we still win.
Right. And if they curved out and played it smart and kept back Lightning Axe, we were still hitting for 5 a turn. That's a lot of pressure to have to deal with. They were dead in a few turns in that scenario, and I don't know. Are we running another one?
What else we got? This deck's pretty good, but I find it kind of boring.
There's Mardu Vehicles, and this is something I've been tuning up for a minute here.
Yeah, you were telling me about this combo with Chandra.
Yeah, so the combo with Chandra is Heart of Quran can cure by removing loyalty counters, and what they don't tell you is it can crew over and over and over again in the same turn. So you can plus Chandra and then dome them for 5 immediately, which makes Chandra a Lava Axe for 4. That also happens to crew Heart of Quran, which will hit for 4. So you get 9 points of damage in the air, basically, that turn, which is a fuckload of pressure.
That's pretty good. We got Omnath, kind of my favorite card right now.
Mm-hmm.
I see you got the Unlicensed Disintegrations in there. This looks sexy.
Yeah, this exact build I haven't tried out yet. I had scrap heaps here, but they kept getting just waylaid by all the ground shit that just gets in the way. And so I flipped it to Blade of the Oni because this also has some weird fun combos with like Toolcraft Exemplar, where it turns it into a 5/5 that then becomes a 7/6.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Right?
I suppose the question for me is, do we have enough things that want to die to Omnath?
We've got... Yes. And my reasoning on this is that a lot of the time, if they bunk up the ground, you just sack any of these, and you don't care.
Okay, so like we're coming in hot and hard on the ground, and then about the time they start getting that under control, fuck that, I'm turning it into another Omnath. Ow. And all right, let's run it. Let's run it.
And then the question was Graveyard Trespasser versus Rotting Regisaur for Obnixilis, and the reason I went here is we're not going as hard on the combo with like the Parhelion Greasefang.
Right, so we need to interact.
And this is a great interaction with Greasefang decks and with Izzet Phoenix decks, which I've seen an uptick in, as well as
Seems
those
legit.
Rakdos Arcanist Croxa decks.
Seems legit.
So we pushed it that way, and then the sideboard doesn't need a whole lot in the way of explanation. It's got some straight 4-ofs you're going to board in, so like control, Thoughtseizes for portable holes.
Let's fuck him up.
Yeah. You know, it's an interesting deck. I'm not 100% on all the card choices, but it's an intriguing idea, at least. Which, Greasefang is clearly strong. I don't know that it's consistent enough. At least that maybe the Esper build is more consistent. Maybe the Esper build's the right way to go. I don't know. But Greasefang's definitely a strong archetype. We've seen that. It explodes out of nowhere. So, I can see why people like it. If you're just trying to steal wins, it seems pretty optimal for that. But in terms of pure play skill, it's probably something closer to this, or like Rakdos Mid. And Rakdos Mid was really just modeled off the Pioneer list that's been doing well. This seems bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's
better.
That's pretty rough too. God, that's pretty rough.
Fuck it, let's go to 5. We're aggro.
Yeah.
And on the draw.
Okay, we can do this.
Toss back up I wouldn't do that. That's part of what gets to unmulligan us.
Yeah. So you want to dump the other Bloodtithe or the Blade?
Probably the Blade.
There is the fact that we don't have double red in this hand either, though.
The alternative is mulling to 4.
No.
Oh, you mean...
The alternative is you go here and here. And you try to get there.
That's reasonable as well.
On curving, because we don't have the second red source, which worries me a little. Not a ton, but a little.
I do these things greedy, but you make your call.
Okay, how would you like to push it?
So when I'm doing a mulligan thing, I'd want to take out one of the Bloodtithes.
Sure.
And probably the Brightclimb.
The Brightclimb?
Yep.
Okay.
I would do it greedy.
Okay.
Because we're starting from behind.
Right.
And we need kind of bigger things to come ahead usually.
Delver with Gigantha. Well, we top decked the answer to Delver, so we're doing that.
Get the fuck out of here, Delver.
Yeah, none of that shit.
Tired of your bullshit.
None of that shit now. Let's see. Gigantha. Really? Gigantha? That's such an interesting... I've never seen a blue Delver deck that was like, you know what? Gigantha, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I think we go this route.
Yep.
That way we have some removal if we need it. I mean, if we top deck 2 straight untapped lands here, I actually feel pretty good. They've stumbled.
Right.
And Delver, they've stumbled hard.
Oh, and they conceded.
And we actually top decked the land.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And that's how you unmulligan 5, right?
Yep.
Oh,
right.
Rage Scoop.
You can see what a great call that mulligan was.
We mulled to 5 and won the match. I should have seen what their name was. That was a huge Rage Scoop. All right.
You never know. You know, it's this arena. You're holding it. And you're like, you know what? No more. You've been there. You playing one more game. It feels dumb. Like it takes hardly any time at all to pee.
Yeah.
But the crack.
Oh my god, the cardboard crack hits hard, and sometimes you get into like a losing streak, and you're just like, you know what? I'll get there. It's the next one.
Right.
Eventually, you just start rage scooping every time you're behind. Like, nope, it's not worth it. I can't make it. That's usually a sign you need to put down the crack for a little bit. The cardboard crack has gotten the better of you there.
You get the crack rage. Murder Pirate 7.
Love this hand. This hand goes hard. This is exactly what I want to do.
Murder your pirate.
This hand kind of showcases what we can do with Toolcraft Exemplar.
That is a speedy hand.
Yeah, we are 1 untapped third land away from this feeling really disgusting, and
it's already disgusting.
Yeah, it's going to do some pretty gross things. So let's...
It's going to be that classic into Heart of Kirin draw.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, take 3, bro. Show you how to murder a pirate.
Oh my, this feels nice.
Yes, it does.
So I've heard of this. This is the mono black list that I think splashes Obnixilis.
Black side. Yeah, we got double white already.
Okay. I don't think we're on the Obnixilis. I think we're doing boom boom here because we need to apply more pressure.
Yep.
And we're doing it pre-combat because we are fine trading this over to here for pressure.
Sure.
Boom, boom. It's funny, too, because we're actually one artifact away from having first strike on these.
True.
But the fun part is we still have Bloodtithe Epicure, Heart of Quran if they swing back. So now they are clearly on the defensive and lower on life, and we can Ob Nixilis next turn.
Yes, we can.
Which is where I want to be.
Ob Nixilis, Heart of Quran is still awesome.
Do we risk the Fatal Push?
Yes, we do.
I think so.
Risk it all.
I don't think they remembered how that works.
No, I don't think they did.
Yep.
Yeah!
There's the oops. There's the oops.
Yo ho ho, motherfucker.
There's a Rotting Reggie. All right.
Let's go over the top of that motherfucker.
So I think we're going over the top and then sacking that on the main phase too.
For sure.
Yeah. And that should give us the ability to stumble them real hard.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So we're making at least one devil here, and we're doing it on the back of...
Make a devil off of the original.
Yes. Now the question is, do we just do that again, given how stumbly they get?
Nah, they're gonna have to start discarding. Let's grind them down.
That's true, and this puts us back to 20.
Right.
Oh, wow, and they let it go. Cool. Cool. Oh, and they're discarding off Rotting?
Right, see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. And I'll trade a devil all the time, yeah.
Had him between a rock and a crack rock.
Yeah. Okay. This may not have any sideboard for this because we don't need it.
That all looked pretty good. Let's run it back.
Right, like we have everything on curve the way we want it. We've got the 11 pieces of removal.
The only thing I can think
deck.
is maybe going with Elite Spellbinder over the Trespasser, but I'm not sure.
I actually am against it because they have these two to
That's
recur.
true. That's true.
I love shutting down their recursion.
I just kind of wonder if the game will ever get there.
That's more my question with Chandra, actually, is whether we want Chandra or if we want like a couple of elites on top just to push the flying. I'm not sure. But then again, this has to be killed, and it does deal damage to them.
Yes, and if it's killed with damage, it deals more damage. Let's just run it back.
Let's run it back. Until we see a reason to board it, let's run it back. Good old Murder Pirate 7.
That fucking wild-ass cat thing.
Yeah. I think that's the Naya thing. Yeah, this feels good. They play turn 1 zombie.
Do it.
And we get rid of it.
Oh, even better.
Ooh. How greedy are we feeling? Because we're going to get there with
Super
Bloodtithe.
greedy. Let's be all the way greedy. Especially because
that doesn't
when
present
people get
anything
knights,
early.
yeah, they want to like do a lot of work to get just 1 +1/1 counter, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's really good once it is big enough that it sustains itself.
So we go this route because then they have to kill the Toolcraft and not that because of the blood token.
Yeah.
That's fine with the Fatal Push. Like we're getting value out of this, and now if they want to swing, they're going to have to do the whole Monty, and then we just portable full. What we really want is 1 untapped land here, and then things get kind of gross for them. Really, pre-combat, interesting.
I think we port both the holes, right?
Right? That seems right.
Yeah, we got a grip full of removal too.
Right. We still have the Infernal Grasp for Rotting after we let them discard their hand.
And we have another Bloodtithe Harvester.
Mm-hmm. So outside of Rotting, we're fine, and Rotting, we're still fine.
We got the answer.
So let's just start smacking them.
We've got the answer.
So good. so
We've got
love
the
this.
touch, we've got the magic.
So these used to be Thraben Inspectors, and now they're portable holes, and
That seems pretty good.
I'm pretty happy with the push over to that. I'm going to swing and then Graveyard Trespasser after they block, because that feels good.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to block, that's fine too. Okay.
Bro.
Cool. I'm still doing Trespasser here. We can exile it. We don't need our creatures, and that's just more pressure we exert here.
Yeah, reasonable.
And then we can double spell.
Reasonable.
And I'm pretty sure this isn't an Arcanist deck that has the ability. I'm pretty sure it's mono black with Ob Nixilis.
Nice.
Yeah, Murder Pirate.
Okay. See you later, Murder Pirate.
Playing that mono black list, but we are ticking all the way into Diamond 2 here real quick. We started at Tier 4, we're already into Tier 2. We're straight 4-0, 2-0 with the Greasefang and 2-0 with this Mardu Vehicles. And that has all been accomplished in 45 minutes. So we are playing quick magic today.
Yep, just rip it. That's one of the things I love about playing the aggro decks, man. You get so many matches in.
Right? And when they're a good aggro deck, it feels kind of unfair how fast you ladder compared to everybody else who's sitting there playing these elongated matches, and you're like, doesn't matter, win, 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 win. Just boom, right through.
A wizard gets there exactly when they mean to, isn't that right, Gandalf?
Oh. I don't know how to pronounce this opponent's name, so we're just going to get going. Yep, keep it, roll it. Fuck it, chug it, football. Ooh, life gain deck, alright. This is another good test for this list. Can we deal with the green-white? What is this? Is this the Selesnya thing? Might be. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm curious.
There's a light green splash for a couple gold cards and collected company.
Probably. Oh, it's Angels. Okay.
Maybe.
That's an interesting deck.
Kind of like a hybrid.
Right. Do we do the Heart of Quran here, or do we do the Bloodtithe for the ability to deal with Giada next turn, along with an unlicensed disintegration? I think it's blood.
Well, we can handle it regardless next turn.
Right, but we need to be able to handle what it pumps out as well. And this is going
I see your point. Yeah, kill two things.
Right, and still get the attack in here that they're not going to block, but we need to keep their life total down so that they don't get
If they block, it's because they have another one.
Which I'd also be cool with. Let's see. There's that, sure.
Do you have a license for that disintegration?
Okay. That's why I like these portable holes made. Boy, do they do a lot of work. Okay, so this goes over to white, black. We don't need double black. No, and we've got a Spire lift for later anyway,
right.
So I think it's Heart of Crown in a portable hole.
I agree.
Do we push the portable hole here?
Yes.
And then we can Bloodtithe here?
If we even want to. I think we just attack.
Well, if we go Heart into portable hole, this will get first strike, which is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then blah blah blah, smack with the first striker and see if they're dumb.
I'd bring them both.
Not killing this feels like it's asking for Coco to wreck us really, really hard because it pumps everything so hard with it.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, I'd be very in. But I want to see if they're dumb enough to block. Okay, they aren't. We kill. We've got Heart of Quran. We've got another piece of removal. They have to have a pump spell. They don't. Good. And now we've got Unlicensed with Heart just pushing every turn. This will mitigate that to a degree, but the blood token can be used to get rid of that. That was what I was worried about with Giada. Because if this hits two Angels, they would have been unmanageable. But now... Alright. That feels very manageable. Game, that feels very manageable, though.
It's about the worst draw they could have gotten.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's crew Heart, smack, and pass, I suppose.
I think so. We don't need... I mean, like, this is a huge issue to it.
What does that do?
Gives them 4 life per angel.
That enters...
So they gain 6 life. And then they also get stuff when the angels die. But unless they're Cocoing, they're not going to have anything at instant speed.
Right.
So I'm holding for a second to try and mess with how they're going to play.
I don't cry when angels deserve to die.
See, this is the part that's always intrigued me. Does Mardu Vehicles have the staying power? That's not an angel, so we don't care about that.
Let it happen. It'll probably take the heart, which is fine.
Well, I want to see if they hit the portable hole. Yeah. So now we do this.
Said, oops. Interesting. And I think it makes sense to cash in that blood as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Inspiring Vantage goes, I think.
I agree.
Like the Lunarch veterans are keeping them in. That's annoying. Okay, so we're both going to be hitting top deck mode here, and they've got the ability to do a little bit of damage.
Their top decks are better because they have collected company.
Right. And they've also got a more established board position now, too, which is an issue. Okay. I mean, we're just going to swing.
Yep, same story every time.
Let's see. Okay. So we kind of need them to draw lands for a while. Hey, what up, Protovess? How you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
Let's see.
We are just playing some straight up motherfucking Mardu.
Top 200? Nice. Every loss drops you 300 slots. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the auto queue looks rough now for Mythic. So they're smacking everything. I think I'm Infernal Grasping something.
Not one of those.
Well, they almost certainly have a land, otherwise they would have played it to get all the bumps here, because they would have gotten a bump here, they would have gotten a bump, you know what I mean? Like, too many bumps.
Yeah, I think maybe the Bishop.
To keep the life out?
Yeah.
I mean,
we are trying to race at this point, are we not?
Yeah, I think so.
That sort of undoes the race completely with every angel they play.
That's true. I mean, if
we are probably fucked anyway.
It's gonna... Wow. Okay.
Yuck.
That is so much... Okay.
So, we need to draw an Anger of the Gods that is not in our deck.
Okay.
So we can drop a heart.
Yeah, actually I don't hate where we're at because of this. It's gonna be hearts. That goes up. We swing for 3 because they shouldn't block it.
Right.
And if they do, that's fine, because we can still...
Sacrifice the token.
What token?
The token we'll get after they block.
Oh, yeah. Take the free points of damage. Okay.
That's reasonable.
We'll take the free damage. And that'll work.
Little do they realize that only cost us a loyalty.
And it cost them an attacker, which is even better.
Yep.
So,
we got to make at least one devil.
Yeah, it's going to be a devil, and then this one has to go up so that we can crew.
Correctamundo. And the life gain doesn't hurt too much of this. This is where you can just start racing with Ob.
Right? Because they're going to have to shove everything at Ob, and we've got Heartocron that can be crewed. So if they top decked a land and not something super relevant again, I feel actually not terrible about this position. It's a question of land, and they've only drawn 5 land to our 6, so your turn to draw a land. Dot deck, you know? Your turn. Okay.
I wonder, are there printed token copies of Ob Nixilis?
Yes, I think there are, actually. What are you doing? You're in combat mode. Okay. If you put 2 at that, I'm just going to crew it with Heartocron. Okay, that's fine. What you got for me? Yeah, Frodo, the Explorer looks interesting. The question is really what to run in this format, knowing that it's going to be in the next MIQ, and I think it's just there. I don't think we want to lose that because they can just bring these back, right?
Correct. And also that way we don't have to make another devil and we can keep gaining life as we do our little race here.
I like that, yeah.
And with the, well, we need one more power before we can crew the heart with creatures.
Well, we can still smack with Hive, though, too.
Yes, we can.
Which I like.
Or we could just crew with it.
I think we want to crew and smack, because that's a lot of pressure. We can put on 8 points of pressure here. Yeah, I like putting on more pressure. And I'm fine doing it this way because they can't really profitably swing here.
Yeah.
And we can.
Seems decent.
Yeah, so they drew a land, which was nice. If they could draw another, that would be lovely. Whatever. Out that goes. But this puts them to 5, which I like. And that means that they get to make the awkward decisions.
It's kind of crazy how much work Ob Nixilis Heart of Kirin can do.
Right? It just holds up everything the opponent does. Oh, that was a really good top deck. Okay. Not as good as Coco, though. That's the important thing. If they want to swing, that's fine. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. Go to our turn. No unlicensed disintegration. That's awkward. Okay. Well, let's gain some life and make them lose some and put them in an awkward place. Can we smack through and make this awkward? Let's do combat math. So if we smack the whole board against them, is step 1. Does that work?
No.
Because they will double block here to the heart. They double block. They don't double block here. They just block.
It's not enough to kill them.
It is, however, enough to tie up their mana if they want to go that route, which I kind of like. Like, it'll tie up everything. And they still wouldn't have Ob Nixilis on the crackback.
Alright.
And then we'd still have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant in this scenario.
Alright, let's get him.
Which...
Let's get him.
I think that's our best shot at winning. I'm not 100%, but I'm willing to say let's turn shit sideways because we're Mardu Vehicles and they win the long game.
I'm always a fan of turn shit sideways and don't do the math.
I think this puts us at lethal as long as they don't top deck exactly what they need next turn. And it definitely forces them into some awkward blocks. That's still 5 points. You gotta deal with it.
Doesn't work, homie.
I mean, I'm happy if they're dumb enough to leave it like that, but yeah, doesn't work like that. You've got to block. That's the point of this, is that Resplendent Angel doesn't get to go nuts next turn. Okay. But now Heart of Quran sticks around. This is the math I want you to have to do. Yeah, that's fine. This will tie up your mana. We can lose the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. That's totally fine.
It did its job.
Yeah, I mean, this is a much better board state for us.
It did its job.
And now if they want these back, they're going to have to disturb them back. Which means they have to commit all their mana to doing that. And if they don't, then Heart of Quran can probably get in here. Wow, that's a pretty good cut. Okay. That was about as ideal as it gets there. Okay.
Well, it just gets that's all it gets.
Yeah. But it keeps that from being the last point we need. Okay. So they get to go there. We get to... Come on, deck. We're still doing this. They lose 2 automatically. And then we are crowing and smacking.
Yeah, and we're abyssing one of their creatures.
Yep. The problem is this hits... Oh, it just hits creatures. We don't have creatures.
Yeah.
We don't care if it flips back and forth.
We do not.
We do care a little bit that it makes some of their top decks a little bit more alive. I mean,
nothing to be done about it.
Yeah. Yeah, if we
They have to gain life here, though. They have to either gain life or kill Ob Nixilis.
They should be able to kill Ob Nixilis if they top deck simply an angel. That's all they needed to kill Ob Nixilis. Because now that gets big enough. But we get to trade that out. And they get to get... Do you gain... Yeah, they gain a life from that, too.
It's alright. Top deck on Licensed Disintegration, win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, what? It's our turn. It's our turn. They've top decked 3 in a row. We have top deck lands.
Yeah. So let's eat that fucking first strike werewolf.
Oh, yeah. We eat this, and it's our turn to top deck just one thing. Oh, I guess that does do that, which is awkward.
Weak.
But this crews...
It does.
And it attaches to give it menace.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I didn't think of that. That's kind of spicy.
Got all the mana for it. Lovely.
That's some spice.
You must block both.
That's some spice.
Thank you very much.
That's the coolest thing I've ever done with a Blade of the Oni.
That is, yeah, that's awesome.
That felt so cool. I don't care what happens. That was the coolest thing I've seen in a while. And that puts them at 5 exactly, which...
Yeah, they kind of have to draw Coco now. It's getting there.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm so happy we played these.
Oh, wow, it worked!
Oh
it worked!
Blade of the Oni coming in hot. Oh, it was so cool. Okay, so we get the Raven Feeblements against Angels.
Yes, we do.
And we like all the other removal we have. It's a question of what we want to pair with it. I think this is a matchup where Chandra's and Ob Nixilis are potentially just a liability. We can get a Grafdiggers for their Coco, right?
Yeah, let's take that Grafdiggers for the Coco for sure. I'm down with taking out Chandra, and I would rather take out Graveyard Trespassers and keep the Obs. We just saw the work Obnixilis just did.
That's true.
It fundamentally changes the way a race works.
Do we want to lose the last one for an Elite Spellbinder?
I would rather have one Chandra, actually.
One Chandra?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
It's going to be a one of I want it, powerful. There's not really good logic for that, but I'm just saying what I like.
I'm fine with that. I'm intrigued. Like, there were different spots in that game where having a Chandra out, just pumping an extra card a turn would have been a big deal.
There were many turns, actually, if we top deck Chandra, we win on the spot.
With Heart, yeah.
Yeah, without even attacking.
Wow, was that a cool game, though.
That was a really cool game.
Blade of the Oni coming in so clutch at the end there.
See, this is why I prefer to lean into these different archetypes, too, because this is just more fun than that Parhelion deck.
Yeah.
Because that Parhelion is like, oh, did we get it? Oh, hooray. Did we not get it? Bummer.
Yeah, this is far more intriguing. Let's see. Yeah, 4 pieces of removal and some pressure. I think that's where I want to be. And perfect mana. All right. Perfect mana it is.
Let's just draw some action. Actually, if we go to game 3, I'm in favor of bringing the other Chandra because I just realized we're putting in so much removal, we do want to draw more cards. Because we got to make up for that card advantage they get with their collected company.
I think it's this. They're going to Skyclave potentially, though?
Yeah.
So do we just Infernal Grasp and give them no turn 3 on the curve targets?
That makes sense.
And do we do this on our turn, or do we wait for their turn?
Let's just do it now.
Okay.
We're going to do it anyway.
Because they should have Brutal Cathar and Skyclave here.
You never know if they bring in a protection spell either.
Right. Super annoying when that happens.
There's some logic to, sideboarding in 1 or having like 1 in the main deck just because it's powerful.
That's not going to matter that much, and I like that. Like, yeah, you get to take some stuff, but...
yeah, that's the one.
Alright. Whatever. We do this thing. And we, depending on what you play, may or may not crack the blood token to dump a land out. We'll see. At least we found out that Blade of the Oni gives us a mana sink for late game, which I also really like.
Yeah, so long as there's a Heart of Kirin. But that was quite a push through.
And is this where we see Skyclave? Deputy of Detention. Okay. I am totally cool with this scenario.
Interesting.
Well, I love it because we're going to get another blood token.
It's targeting the blood token.
Well, then we're just going to use it because we have
Interesting.
basically dead cards sitting in here.
Very interesting.
It's a very odd scenario. I don't know if that was optimal, but I'm curious about it.
It's probably better than target. Yeah, I kind of support that move from opponent.
I'm going Portable Hole on the Lunarch Veteran here.
I agree.
And then we can smack through, play Heart of Quran, and keep up Array of Enfeeblement if we want. It'll cost us life, though. Do we just play this and... well, we smack
Let's
it.
smack first. I'm in favor of play the heart, just play a land tapped.
Yeah, it's going to be inspiring here.
Yep, we're going to have untapped to 4 mana, maybe 5 if we want it.
5 would give us everything, too,
yeah.
Which we may end up wanting. Now I'm
It
curious...
allows us to defer on the choice.
Okay, going with that plan. And they smack 4, sure. How do we want to do this? I think we're going to end up wanting both, right?
I think so. I think it's land, kill, kill.
And it's going to be this on the Skyclave?
Kind of doesn't matter.
Well, let's do this on Elite Spellbinder and hold Ray for when they swing so we can just block.
True.
We're at 7 life. That's not ideal here.
Kind of telegraphing what we've got.
That's true.
I guess you could have thrown the oops at them. Kill it now so they can't.
What do you mean?
Well,
they could get Deputy then.
Yeah, but then we could get it back instead of just a 2/2.
Oh, no, I'm fine with this because the Heart of Crown we weren't crewing, and this way, when we kill one of these, like now their Skyclave trades with that, and we still get to do this block. And I'm fine with this. Cool. I think we're just passing here. And if they swing Deputy, I might just Ray and double block. And then their board's wiped and we have a couple of 2/2s. Or if they play that, we might have to kill it, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to die. All right, opponent, we did the thing you knew we had.
Can we top deck any of our walkers? Okay, that's not going to do a thing yet. Do we swing?
Animate Hive?
Right.
Yeah.
I think we just have to do a little something. I agree with your logic, though. I think we're going to want another Chandra. And this is kind of just showcasing that.
Right. Right. They have a way to get card advantage. We need a way to get card advantage.
Yeah.
They play creatures, we kill creatures. That's all fine and dandy until they have more cardboard than we do.
I also... Oof. Okay. It also makes me wonder, given how many Skyclaves and Deputy of Detentions, how useful the Grafdigger's cages are going to be.
That's a good point.
Because that is a lot of ways to get Coco back online. Like,
well, that could be that'd be the slot for our other Chandra.
Is this on Bishop?
Yeah. There's really nothing else to do.
Yeah. Coco does a lot of work against us. There's no other way to slice that.
I'm seeing some weaknesses of Portable Hole here.
Yeah.
That's sort of the nature of the collected company decks. Is they want to glut the 3-drop slot so they can maximize the value off of their collected companies.
Right.
Woof. I think we can pack it up here.
Let's see. Well, if we go this route... Okay, now we can pack it up. If we had an unlicensed, we could at least dump an angel and be in it technically. Let's see. So, I like the Graveyard Trespassers more in this instance for all the incidental life gain they provide while making it really difficult for Skyclave Apparition to deal with them. They have a lot of things that they're trying to do there.
Let's get that Chandra in there too.
I don't know on some of these other things.
Let's get rid of the Grafdigger's Cage because I agree with you. They've got too many answers for it.
So Raven Feeblement feels good. Does Portable Hole feel good? And alternatively, do we want... God, I don't know. Is Heart of Quran good enough here? Or is it just going to get blown out every time? Or is
I think
it this?
Heart's good enough.
So is it... is Toolcraft Exemplar good enough? We're on the play.
I'm still in favor of getting rid of the Trespassers here.
The thing with Ward against the deck filled with Deputy of Detention and Skyclave Apparition postboard?
Yeah.
That feels wrong to me. Is there something else we can dump out that would make more sense for a deck filled with removal? Because this is my concern with Heart of Quran. Like, I love that it's flying in Vigilance. I hate that we need something to crew it. And I don't know that we are always going to have that. Like, if we were on the draw, I'd say let's just dump the Toolcrafts, but we're on the play, and that feels like our best start against them, right?
Kind of all the more reason I like Heart.
So is it something more like...
And it also weakens our disintegrations. For me, I'm just trying to preserve as much synergy as I can in here while we're on the play. And, yeah, it's the Trespasser has the least amount of synergy.
Okay. Let's give this a whirl. We are going 4 Ray for 4 Trespasser, and that's our board plan for this right now.
Yep.
Okay. Let's give it a whirl.
Now it's the only board plan because this game will end the match.
I'm curious. I'm very curious. Let's play first. That curves, we're doing it.
Looks good.
It doesn't get much better on a curve out than that. So let's see if this is enough pressure to position through.
Top decking Heart would be about the only way to improve this curve.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Chandra at the end.
Yeah, I could use Chandra at the end. That'd be kind of fun. Okay. That's a pretty good top deck as well.
Yeah.
Given what we've got. So really the game plan here is to hit up Nixilis and then just blow everything up over and over and over again.
Pretty much.
Okay. Although because that's there, I think we have to unlicense now. And that's the unfortunate side of this. Because if this sticks, they just gain way too much life.
That means we can also just smash it. We're going to do 6 this turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Puts a lot of pressure on.
And it makes their follow-up play less good.
Right. I think I like where that positions us. That feels really good. They missed it. Okay, so we're smacking. I don't know of any instant speed here.
Make them have it, whatever it is. We got to swat them.
We also have that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Obnixilis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see if... Did you board encounters, you bastard? Did you? You're going to need 2.
Right. I'm fine if they've got 2 counters, too. Like, okay, you can have 1. One goes
Did you counter the original?
I think so.
Oh, that was wrong. I think we discard them.
We don't want the life?
No. Now, we're at 20, or pretty damn close. We're pressuring them. They're at 11, man.
Here's the question. If they go Skyclave Apparition, are we going to have wished we had a devil?
I'm in it for pressuring their life total. Pressuring their life total, pressuring their resources.
Okay.
They have Skyclave Apparition, we can still disintegrate it.
Yeah. Although that's going to be 0, or is it 3? I'm actually kind of curious if that counts for 0 or for 3. There's the Skyclave. Okay. Mana value... Non-token, it's a token. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, that's got to feel rough.
That's so brutal.
And we'll take the 2 here to get everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be the game right there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they countered the original, they can't
Skyclave. Yes!
Okay, learning all kinds of lessons in this match, but wow, was that was a ruthless finale with Skyclave.
You never ever let the token through, bro.
That, for all of those watching, that is why you counter the token on Obnixilis and let the original
Reason number 78.
I know.
Why you never ever let the token live.
Never. Ah, love that card. Alright.
I've been trying to run that in standard, I keep cutting it.
Right. I'm gonna go check the trash compactor if you wanna rock out this next one.
Fuck it.
Deck is sweet though. 3-0 so far.
Okay, time to absolutely destroy this ladder, I guess. Anunchka. Super cool name. I don't know what it's from. It feels like it's from Dune. No. Yes. We'll keep 6. That's how I'm doing it. Do we have black? Yeah, we have black. Okay, obvious plays are obvious. What do they got? Nothing on turn 1. Big fan of that. Gotta have our black mana. Very seldom is it correct to play your creatures pre-combat. Toolcraft Exemplar is one of those few exceptions. And the reason it's typically incorrect to play your creatures pre-combat is because of the information it gives the opponent. Although I'm guilty of doing it all the time. Because I don't want to click a whole lot. And if you just play your stuff and then attack, the game knows that your turn is over. Okay. Gonna use the mana on something no matter what. We attack here and then make up our mind as to what that's going to be. I'm curious what they've got here. All right. So... a sweeper, I think not, right? But, yeah. Doing it. And we'll throw away the Exemplar because it is the creature of conditional size and value. Growth Spiral. Not surprising. Super aggro start. Okay, conceding. Didn't see that much of their deck. Don't know what the fuck it is. Just gonna run it back.
They had a growth spiral?
They had a growth spiral.
Okay.
Growth Spiral card is pretty, though. Yes, it is. Actually, Growth Spiral, there's, I think, 3 different versions of the art, and they all look great. That one on the original one is Seb McKinnon. And I read an interview with Seb McKinnon where somebody asked him why he's always putting redheads into his drawings. It was just like a splash of color into a completely an aesthetic thing.
Someday I'll be in one of those cards. That's the dream.
I suppose you could cut a hole through the middle.
I mean, we curve with perfect mana.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but like...
We are on the draw. Who knows? Maybe they're going to go mana creature. Or something. Okay, Foundry.
Let's see. So they're Bant with Growth Spiral. No, they're 4 color. Are they 5 color?
I have no fucking clue, man. All I saw was 2 lands Growth Spiral before they scooped it up.
Interesting.
Let's see. Go on the black side here. Probably should have been black side there, but...
Yeah, but that's alright.
You know, I'm not going to spend my whole day thinking.
That or heart.
You're right.
I'm just intrigued by this, like, 5-ish color deck.
So it's probably Omnath, then.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right. That would make sense. Which means that it costs 4 and draws... Oh, right, because it's Yeah, it's the old school Omnath.
There
so
it
does
is.
all the things now. So we have to kill it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Omnath, you don't have a license to motherfucking exist. Do we need double black or double white for anything? Not really.
Double black, not double white.
Right, for kill spell, kill spell. Mm-hmm. So that would have been a good move for the Blade, so that we could like kill whatever they played and clock.
Yeah, that's
But
unfortunate.
neither one of us saw that coming. I was playing the Blade kind of reflexively. Not with any intent. At least we got that damage there.
I will start practicing my modeling irrationally, Virgo. I will. I will model so hard. Okay, 2 mana? 2 mana. What are they doing? So it's Graveyard Trespasser and Crew? With a Vantage, so that we can Blade in Unlicensed next turn?
Yeah, so it would seem.
I'm really curious what they've got in that suspension scenario.
I think it's probably Elrond's Epiphany.
Oh, wow.
Considering that they're ramping, you know?
Oh, no. That plus Chandra. Oofed up.
I think we gotta go at Chandra, right?
Yeah, we gotta keep Chandra from killing Graveyard Trespasser. Yeah, Chandra and Elrond's Epiphany are friends. Weird.
And Omnath.
Ugh. Please be Doomscar.
Here comes Elrond's Epiphany.
I keep forgetting this deck is like viable in this format technically. I mean,
It looks interesting.
yeah,
One more land in their 5 color.
it is.
Oh, it is Doomscar.
All right, thank you, opponent.
That was fortunate.
Super fortunate. We will take that. Thank you very much.
Elrond's Epiphany would have been back-breaking there.
Portable hole.
That's pretty good too, though.
We can hold their hole though.
Yeah.
We will hold their hole. Okay. Don't think I won't
Shove your hole in this hole.
Don't think I won't hold the hole. I'll hold it all.
I'll hold it down.
It's a hole down. Yeah. Yeah. We're just dumping them both, right?
Against a Doomscar opponent? I think not.
Okay.
Because we could always next turn play this one to crew that and crack with this.
That's a fair point, yeah.
But this way we also get to, if they clean it up, play the Blade and disintegrate anyway.
Right. What does a World Tree do when it like cracks through?
I don't remember. What's it do? Sacrifice
God.
any
cards.
number of gods. I don't know if they even have any. My guess is it's mana fixing here.
Yeah, it makes sense. They just need 6 or more lands to get there.
Right. It also is 10 mana plus the World Tree itself.
There's the Omnath.
Okay, don't make a land drop, please.
Oh,
Didn't you already do it?
They have Fabled Passage. They're doing 2 land drops
Ah,
here.
you fucking bastard. You greasy bastard.
Here's Omnath going fucking nuts on game.
I think we're gonna lose this one.
Maybe. They have to do stuff here, and it has to be pretty relevant.
All right. Are you serious?
Yes. We've got the ability to unlicensed and kill Chandra, and then all they've got is a Teferi against our board. I'm okay with that. Okay, so they hit that, sure. But this still isn't going to be able to get everything that they need. We're still going to get Chandra no matter what they grab here. And we'll get Omnath. And then they have Teffi, which is an issue, but they also only have 2 cards left in hand, and they have to do something quick.
Okay.
And actually, we can kill Teffi over Chandra here. And probably should.
Yes. Yes. Goodbye, Omnath. You Teferi casting bastard.
This is one of those moments where I wished Unlicensed could also hit walkers.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to go after the Chandra, but it's definitely the Teferi, because Teferi is Teferi.
Teferi is Teferi.
Watch him just slap down another one.
That's fine. If they get it, they get it, but at least we're forcing it. I would hold for Blood Token, but never.
Really? Even with that?
I guess that's true. That does have the ability to go a little nuts.
Right. Getting to that part of the game where we want the mana for that.
Like, if they kill Blade of the Oni here, it means they have nothing else. Well, they definitely have something else. Okay.
Omnath, always fine.
A third Omnath is quite something, though. That was what I was worried
seen a lot of cards this game.
Golos.
Fuck you. Oh, God, and they can activate the ability, too, because they'll get a land, which will trigger the mana, and World Tree can make the black. So there it is.
So if we grab a removal spell off the top for Golos, we're still in it. Otherwise, we are not. That's where I think we're at. What do they have for their lands, by the way? Wow.
That is so fucking greedy.
All 4 Omnaths?
That is so fucking greedy.
What do they have for their lands, anyway? Hull? Okay, so we still have Bloodtithe to block. But Golos goes off. But they might just whiff on Golos, so we kill the Chandra.
We gotta kill Chandra.
And... yeah. Actually, the fun thing here is we get to play Bloodtithe and then reconstruct it with Blade of the Oni. So it's a 5/5.
Yes, that we can do.
And I like that. That's kind of spicy.
It denies them a number of plays, actually.
Mm-hmm. It makes them... it forces them to have answers. And I don't know. Like, do I think we're winning this? Probably not, but we're still in it, right? And I just gotta know.
What the fuck?
What are they getting off this?
Everything.
I just want to see all the cards in this deck at this point.
What the fuck? This deck is just so ridiculous.
Okay, so that's a lot of land. So Omnath
awkward.
triggers a shitload, I guess.
Yeah. All the Omnaths. Whatever. Do your thing, dog.
Didn't Omnath already gain him life this turn? This is interesting.
Now what? I hope you just have... I guess it doesn't matter if they have land. They can just...
No, I just want to see what they have.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so that gets rid of one thing. It leaves Blade of the Oni back, and we can crew. And this is their last Omnath, so they can't just willy-nilly shove it through everything.
I mean, they kind of can.
Once they lose it, though, I'm fine, because then they lose their ability.
Still have Golos triggers every turn.
No, but I'm saying, like, if we have a scenario where they trade Omnath for Heart of Quran, and then we top deck a removal spell for Golos, you know?
Yeah.
And they seem greedy enough to potentially trade their fourth Omnath.
They are playing greedy.
Block. Fuck them. They have to have it. And if they have it, they have it.
They
There's
don't.
nothing we can do.
They don't.
What is this madness? Definitely.
Fuck you!
Let's blood it away and see if we get the Unlicensed or an Infernal Grasp to deal with Omnath, and then probably they're still fucked. But God, I like seeing pieces of this deck. All right, we can scoop it.
Yeah.
We're not beating Hall the Storm Giant on Omnath the next turn.
No.
Okay, Thoughtseize and Elite Spellbinder, both great here.
Yeah.
That's how we fucking win.
Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, I know
don't need that.
I know they have Genesis Ultimatum, but if they play that, they've already won. So I'm good with just saying we don't care about that.
This is not the game we're trying to win.
No.
This is not the game we're trying to win.
I think just 2, And then we lose all 4 portable holes.
Fair point.
Or do we keep 2 holes for their holes? And get rid of all the Graveyard Trespassers?
Yuck. And maybe we do bring these back in just because of how they combo with Heart, so we could kill them fast.
Yeah, 6 to 1/2 dozen the other, right? It's either 2 holes, 2 Chandras, or 2 Trespassers, and I can see arguments for all of it.
On the play, this could just be the... I mean, what is that with Heart? That's like fucking...
5 damage immediately.
5,
plus 4
9.
from the
Yeah.
Heart, yeah. Yeah.
9 plus whatever the rest of your action was.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. It's really meant for mid-range grinds.
Doesn't this look like a name from Dune, like a Noon Shaka?
It does. It looks straight out of Dune.
Hey, that's a curve.
They've got Deafening Clarion, so we don't want to overcommit, but I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is doing what we're trying to do. So we want... Is it Bloodtithe or Blade?
I think it's... Let's see what they do.
Bloodtithe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bloodtithe. I want Up Nixilis next turn, if we can get it.
Yeah, the fast Nixilis.
Speed Nixilis puts in some shitloads of work.
The greasy
like
Nixilis.
Right? Oh, perfect.
All right. Take it. I've been playing so many games lately. I believe so, yeah.
Just in case of Shandy?
So many games and so many formats where I do exactly this. Bloodtithe you for 3, here comes Ob.
It feels pretty filthy every time.
They are very good friends, these two.
And we're just going tick-tick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't care about that life.
Alright. And we still have the artifact for unlicensed, so if they play... They can't even play Omnath next turn, but even if they could, it's just blow it the fuck up.
Yep.
Oh, and they're already discarding. Okay.
When you got a 7-drop at this point in the game, that makes sense.
So if they play land tapped pass, or they just pass here, I think we hold up unlicensed after we tick both up Nixies potentially.
Yeah, step 1 is do that.
Yeah. Because we want to kill Omnath on impact, right? When they have the draw trigger on Omnath before they can play the land, we want to kill it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. We just drop this Vantage here, and...
Then we can also play next turn the double spell. Or no, we don't have double black. Damn.
We do not. We do not. Actually, I'm kind of in favor of perhaps dumping this to the clue on end step if they do nothing to see if we can get something a little... Never mind.
Okay, so when the draw trigger goes, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I love using advantageous abilities on cards as liabilities.
Right. You get to draw.
How you like that, you jerk? Make more decisions. Do you want to pay 2 life for that extra card?
Problem is they have so many card advantage engines in that deck, and they are right at the range of grabbing all of them, right?
They're very close, but they are very close to dead as well.
So if we play Bloodtithe, we play Bloodtithe here.
We do.
But I don't know that we crack any clues, because this can kill an Omnath now.
Yes, it can.
So I think we just pass it on over. Because if they play Omnath, we want to kill Omnath and keep going.
Well, there'd be nothing else to do except crack them on our turn. I guess could have played the Concealed Courtyard, but...
Well,
I'm into holding it in case they don't play an Omnath, which they're clearly not going to.
Yeah, this is great. They stumbled a little bit here, which is all we needed. Oh.
Lotus Cobra.
Okay, so they can get up to 3 mana like that? I would wait. I would wait.
Really?
I would wait.
For what?
For their end step, because they might play Fabled Passage here and do stuff. Okay.
Okay, okay. Resolve that green spell for their daily challenge and then concede.
All right. 4-0. And rocking out. And a 6-0 run overall.
Yeah.
This is a heater at this point.
It's working.
So any tweaks to the Mardu list, as long as we're messing around here and thinking about it. There are a few cards on the sideboard in particular that are just kind of filler there for the moment.
You know, we're still winning, right?
I think the main board's fine. The only question I have on the main board is actually Graveyard Trespasser at this point.
Yeah, I'm not big into it. I'm not sure off the top of my head what I would do instead. It seems like a really metagame call, and we haven't seen the stuff for it yet, but at the same time, it's a good card.
Yeah.
I suppose I would go for something on the 2-drop that we can sacrifice to profit to Ob. Or maybe split that with there. And they're like, okay. Maybe something that would be more proactive would just be the underdog from the new set.
Maybe.
Well, I don't want to think hard. I want to play.
All right.
Maybe we can run into a Phoenix deck and really punish them with these Graveyard Trespassers.
Yeah, that card is insane against Phoenix.
See, that's kind of the danger of starting, like, you're winning games, and then you're like, well, now I'll start tinkering with the deck.
No, it's really the sideboard. The Lion Sash on the sideboard is my biggest question mark.
Yeah, it probably doesn't belong, but who knows? This looks fine.
Yeah. Like, we have our perfect mana, and we have our curve.
Missing our sick 1-drop that beats for, like, somewhere between 6 to 9 damage over the course of the game. But
we've...
I'm
also curious. They started out with a Hive, which, if this next land is red there, or maybe it's the mono black again. It's the mono black again. Okay. Concealed Courtyard.
So I think
Smack
it's
first.
attack. Yeah, see if they fall for it. Come on, you can just bring it back from the graveyard, buddy.
This always feels good.
Yeah. Sucker.
I do like the Trespassers here. An extra point of life gain and life loss, and shifting the dynamic. While also saying we don't care if you have removal, really. Okay, well, we can run Trespasser into Trespasser and just keep rolling.
It's weird that how this one doesn't have a ward icon over it.
Yeah, I may have spent a little money to get that one.
Yeah, I get it, but it should still have a ward icon over it.
So I think we swing just to see if they block. If they do, we can double spell Trespasser into Exemplar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if they don't,
We do the same thing.
it might be Bloodtithe and Blade. Because that's more pressure, technically. Okay, yeah, well now we just screw it. Get rid of their stuff and get going. This feels good.
See ya, you ugly card.
The reason to go the other route would be to get Bloodtithe as a removal spell the following turn, potentially. Well, same amount of pressure, basically. Also a weird scenario where Blade of the Oni goes onto Graveyard and then it's really an issue, because it's got Ward and it's a 5/5. But I'm not 100% on that either. So
I like the potential of, like, forcing them to do... Oh, funny.
So you get rid of a Toolcraft Exemplar? No, you're going to deal with Ward? Okay, that's some advantage.
Deal.
That feels good for us.
That's an excellent deal.
Yeah, we can flood the board and kill Chandra. And they had 2 for 1 there. Okay. I'm in for this. Yeah, it'd still flood the board, kill Chandra, I think. Because we can up Nixilis the following turn, then they're really under pressure.
Obnixilis creates a lot of pressure too, but I do like efficient mana use. Either way, we'll kill Chandra first.
Yes. Down goes Shandi. And this is definitely a deck where I don't think they're running Anger of the Gods in the main. So I'm not
We'd need,
worried.
yeah, it seems unlikely.
Like in a deck that has Tenacious Underdog and Graveyard Trespasser, seems super unlikely. But it's a question of how much removal they're going to have right here and now. I would guess 2 well, 0 maybe. That would be interesting. At that point, do we just equip Blade of the Oni and smack him in the face? Like,
Equip it to what?
the Toolcraft Exemplar?
All right, for the extra bonuses.
Or is that just... They didn't pause on our upkeep, so they don't have Fatal Push, right? Thank
Probably
you.
not.
Thank you, Arena. Well, it would have paused.
They are low on resources though, and high on.
If we do up Nixilis, I'd like to Bloodtithe out the token, smack for 6, and then up Nixilis away the Toolcraft Exemplar, leaving Blade of the Oni.
That all seems logical.
So I want to tie up their resources as hard as possible and apply a shitload of pressure.
We could also wind up in that weird circumstance where we have a Blade of the Oni carrying a Blade of the Oni.
I'm in for that.
So we know the answer. If Blade of the Oni ran into its clone, it would bang its clone.
They do have a Fatal Push. How did they pull that off? Interesting. Okay, cool.
The plan stands, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this applies a ton of pressure. The only question here for me is whether or not we want to devil at all. But I think it's just bump.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to take it. They want the Fable.
Yeah.
But
putting them in a really awkward place. And this is so hard to catch up from.
Mm-hmm.
2 obs coming down, high loyalty.
Both bumping to 4, so Hive can't kill one of them even if they want to.
Yep,
Fable
and they would need a land drop to do it, an untapped land drop.
Which Fable should be able to get it to them, but...
what a weak turn.
Right. This is just a ton of pressure. And... Cling to Dust, is that what's there? Cool, that's way too slow for this. Thoughtseize, yep, also too slow for this scenario.
Go for it. Thoughtseize me.
If they Thoughtseized, I'd almost be tempted to Blood Token once just to see if we can grab a land off of it. Because then we can Blood Token away the next time. Okay. That's a pretty good play against Subnixilis. That definitely has a lot to offer against Obnixie. Okay.
Up, I think.
Do we Blood Token first? Just to see if we grab a Unlicensed Disintegration?
Would that change what we're doing here, though?
Potentially, right? Like, they have lifelink. Which is a little rough for us at the moment. Articuron feels good. Now it's, yeah, I think it's up, and then hard.
I think it was going to be up no matter what.
Yeah. So they take this. We get a hard out. Their last card needs to be removal. Do we... Yeah, it's still hard, right?
Yeah,
we
got to make them have it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the last 2 cards here has to be a removal spell. And in that deck, it has to be Fatal Push, I believe. And they're clearly searching for it. There's Thoughtseize. Okay. So
do it. Do it.
Thoughtseize seems like a real bad card to have right now. Sure. What are they trying to do here?
It's a very good card that's not going to help right now.
Right. This is just kind of an awkward position for that. Okay. Obnixie. Yeah, it's also an awkward card right now that won't help. We're at 21 life. We don't care about our life at all.
No.
Frankly, if I was rocking that Chandra, I would have just swung with a Sorin token and then held Chandra back so that if we animate the Harp, they can kill it, right? Okay. Den of the Bugbear is spicy. Up again.
Yeah,
up
that's definitely step 1. Goodbye Thoughtseize.
Yep.
What are you going to do with that other card, though?
And that'll tell us if they have a push. Okay, they didn't have push.
Oh, they're the underdog. Okay.
So we're smacking at Sorin with Heart of Quran.
Yeah.
They're blocking. And if, well... There's an interesting argument to do a blood token first just to see if we got a... an unlicensed, because then we can unlicense the token and win.
Yeah, true.
Do we
but
do we... Yeah, okay. Fair enough, go for it.
Throwing away action, though. And we're in a favorable place. We don't need to necessarily win right now. It's just keep the pressure going.
So they let this go so that they can Kiki the token? No, because they can Kiki the one that comes out.
Right, we can make another one.
Okay. And then Den to apply even more pressure?
Yep.
Okay.
The attacking our obs was never was never a great move anyway, but now it's much worse. And we are now in that point again where we can blade the heart.
Yeah. Yeah, if we need to just menace through after they make a mistake with the ob.
If they allow themselves to go to 5, we can blade the heart and just get past that little life linker.
Okay.
I like that there too.
That's
Putting Chandra into a vulnerable spot instead of letting Chandra just tick higher and higher to randomly a place that they can win.
So the awkward part here... Oh, that's so dumb. They could have... Oh, that's so dumb. I can't believe they did that. They had the ability to go minus Soren and then just keep copying it with the fucking Kiki to keep a wall with Heart of Quran.
I remember my first Obnixilis.
Wow. So they're just trying to tick it up for a little life right here, but now they're going to lose?
But now they're going to lose.
Well, okay, so they have Soren. Okay. Do
Right.
they have enough to block everything?
They're going to take 4, and then they're going to take 5. They're going to lose.
How do they take 5?
With this? Oh, they killed the thing. God
Yeah.
damn it.
We
Well,
have Den.
bummer.
We have Den, though.
Yes, we do. And actually, we're getting really close to just blasting them.
Yeah, that's true. And,
All right, step 1. Lose life, buddy. Lose some more life, buddy.
and then it's Den of the Bugbear. Activate. We're going to smack with it because we'll force the
Oh,
block
yeah.
with the Devil, and it also forces the block. And the original crew's Heart of Quran. And we smack all at their face.
Makes sense.
And then their walkers don't even matter. That's the funniest thing. Like they at them 100%. Because like Sword can't tick up.
They can get land. They have a choice. They don't have to put it in their hand.
Okay, they're going this route. Cool. Now we can kill. What do we want to kill? Oh, right. Ours is
They're
dead.
killing.
They get to kill.
They're doing the killing.
Okay.
All right. So all we got to do is have the one ob survive and have them not gain more than 4 life. Seems easy.
Yeah, I mean, we just tick down the one from 6 to 5 to keep the one that's at 7 from dying. Oh. Well, we still get it.
Yeah, we still get. They have to gain a lot of life.
And that's not going to be enough. They can get up to 7 life, but that's as high as they can get.
That's fine.
And we can get them with 7. What a wild game.
Yep.
Hey, what up, Lord Skitham?
Oh, hello, hello, Skitham.
And there's the push.
What do we got?
Oh, I guess they can go up to 9. Okay. Oh, we discard. Yeah. We don't care, right?
Probably not.
They go up to 9 because they swing. And they have to, which means we get to kill their... No, because then we swing in the air and we don't care.
Right.
So now they're looking for Fatal Push, which is their only out is a 1 of Fatal Push off the top here. Which they will also telegraph. And it's thought.
Yes.
Okay.
What you gonna do? Oh, okay. Buy some time with the strangle.
Respect. Okay. Let's see if we get an unlicensed disintegration for the win, right?
We did not. So now it's going to be, well, up, for sure.
Puts them to 4, and then we swing. They have to block. Gets rid of the Soren token. They might be able to swing back from this. It's kind of interesting.
It's getting grindy. So
3.
now we're crewing off of the other one.
Yeah.
So that we can once again
I'm once again asking you.
threaten the murder. Yeah, it's 2 attackers. You. Face.
So they block, go to 6. I mean, this is... Because they have Graveyard Trespasser, they might be able to grind through this on the back of the 4 walkers, just barely.
4 walkers, just barely good enough. We'll see. We'll see.
It's kind of a wild thing. because they get to gain 4, 6. Sure. Yeah, they're getting a shitload of life here with this and the Trespasser. Yeah, I think they're going to get it on the back of this. We put them in a crunch spot, man, but they... Yeah. I mean, they misplayed so horribly, and they still... Look at how much this does, like how hard this goes.
Come on, just one more mistake, opponent. I really just want to win with a giant Obnixilis trigger.
Oh, there's no goddamn way. They've Hive the Eye Tyrant, Graveyard, and a Devil. And the Devil keeps us off on its own.
Yeah, they've escaped.
Probably. We still can top deck Unlicensed Disintegration.
To disintegrate what?
Well, let's see. If they go to 12, then down 12 to 8, 9, 11. It's one off. I don't know. Kind of curious. It also depends if they tick up Sorin and lose a life, which they might do to keep Sorin going.
I think we don't block here. Can't block the Hive. Then we'd be trading for the Graveyard Glutton is what it is now.
Trading for the Trespasser is an interesting scenario. No, we let it go. We let it go. Okay, so we have to...
Sad.
We almost got to ult it twice. That was kind of spicy.
Yeah. In the end, it appears that 4 planeswalkers are better than 2.
Lesson learned.
What do you know?
Lesson learned.
I'm so glad that we have, like, planeswalkers back in games, though. I really missed planeswalkers. Yeah. They just didn't matter for so long. Okay, that's that. Right?
We can kill... Let's see. We can kill Sorin. And minus up to...
We'll lose.
Get one thing, 2. Probably.
Yeah, let's just get another good match. Or game. Was that game 1?
That was game 1.
Holy fucking shit.
It was a really cool game 1.
That went on forever.
Super grindy. We don't really have a board for this.
Yeah, none of this looks like it would be very important against our opponent.
Like, I don't love Thoughtseize here. Ray doesn't matter. Elite Spellbinder's not amazing.
I kind of like the flying, but at the same time, I don't know what I would take out. The Graveyard Trespasser is clearly relevant. I don't want to push the curve up. Portable Hole seems... Maybe it's Portable Hole. I didn't see a whole lot of targets. I didn't see any targets. They presented 0 Portable Hole targets.
Then let's dump those for the Elite Spellbinders and just go a little bit bigger in the air. That seems reasonable. Like, we've still got 12 ways to turn on Toolcraft Exemplar.
You know, if this is going to be the match where we bring in the 1 Lion Sash, I think this...
I like it. I think it's that in 3 Elites then.
Cool.
And we'll just see how it plays out.
Let's just rip it.
Grip it, rip it, chug it, football. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, we're playing first. That'll do.
Yeah. Good mana, Heart of Quran, Obnixilis, and an Unlicensed. Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we? Alrighty. No Fatal Push in this now.
This might be the rare Obnixilis all by itself.
Unless they... Yeah, now it is. It definitely is now.
We can't cast it. Why are you even teasing me with that option?
I know, right? Do we minus it? No, we plus it, right?
Oh, we plus it so we can get to cracking.
Is it worth cracking when they're probably holding up a removal spell? Or
yes.
Or is it worth keeping because of Unlicensed Disintegration and forcing them out of mana when they have to answer the Obnixilis and then Unlicensed and smacking?
Well, we can try it that way. I'm a fan of making them have it.
Cool. So now we're going to hit them for 7, 8, 9.
It depends on what they want to do with the cards in their hand. So,
at a bare minimum, they're going to 11 right here and now.
Right. So here's the thing: is we could, crew, smack, do that whole thing, and then sacrifice the heart to a new Obnixilis to have 2, and then begin the cycle all over again, and just leave that thing alone. Although hearts,
then we turn off unlicensed 3 damage.
We do.
And we turn on their ability to get ahead of us on mana.
Worth considering, though. Super high greed. Decisions.
9 points of damage. That feels pretty good. So now they're at 9. We get to play Spire to have perfect mana. In case we get a Chandra, and a Chandra would be enough to go lethal pretty much immediately.
Yes, it would be definitely enough. It would be exactly enough. We could win off of just Chandra if they don't gain life.
So if they play a creature on this
and
thing,
if they don't have removal.
Like any creature they play here, I think we're unlicensing it before we activate Heart to make sure we get it off before a Fatal Push.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unless they tap out.
Right.
And render it useless.
I'm hoping they tap out for a Sorin here, and then we just blow up the Vampire and win.
They just dumped a Fatal Push. What else do they dump? Fatal Push, Heartless Act. Okay, so they are flush with removal.
Rewarded for not activating the Heart the one turn. An extra 7 points already. Love it. Yeah, if they go into Sorin, we win the game right here and now. If they don't go into Sorin, we just keep Obnixilising up, I think. Okay. Interesting.
So they must have Fatal Push.
Yeah, that's why you do it this way. So we're not going to fuck with Heart, but we...
Actually, this might become the point where because we'd have priority once we activate it to sack it to a new Obnixilis.
So we minus on the first one?
Perhaps. Let's see what happens. See what we get.
That's interesting.
So... We could just unlicense that bastard right now just for the damage. And then, yeah, Obnixilis down. Well, we'd Obnixilis down. We'd activate that. No. We kill, we Ob down, we activate that. They push it. Well, then we have priority, so we can just do this and casualty it. They never have a chance to push it.
Yeah.
But then we can't do that all in one turn because that's 1,000,000 mana. So I'm still in favor of killing this because then they can't use this for life gain and we're just getting more damage.
I don't think so because they're getting key. Here's what I think we're doing. I think we're minusing 2 on the Obnixilis and just passing after we play a land.
Okay.
My reason on this...
I want to play the Blade then.
If we played that into their thing, it's going to just kill it when they trade, right?
True, if they trade, but yeah. I'm still in favor of playing the land, though.
Yeah. So I'm passing here because I want them to play a creature, and like they can't kill that devil without us killing their devil, which puts Obnixilis to 1, but then what are they going to do? I want to use the unlicensed. They gain 3 life? No, they draw a card. Okay. I want to use the unlicensed to kill that Kiki so they don't have a chance to use it. And also to force them into this awkward position. I think this is just going to be a position game right here, and see whether they play it tight enough to get there. Because we'll take the, we'll take that. We don't care. Now we activate.
But then they
to
push.
Force it. But if they push in response, we unlicensed. They still get the push, but then we get Blade plus Obnixilis.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Or no,
we
keep Heart out. We keep Heart out. That's fine.
Yeah.
We just let it go. That's fine. What are they going to do? Attack our life total? Who gives a shit, right? This is that Rakdos mid-range deck that's been a house right now in Explorer. I'm still trying to figure out what the play is against this deck.
It's been very good here.
it grinds. It's got super mana efficient scenarios, and it's got all the best walkers. So down goes Kiki. They go to 8. We get to go Blade of the Oni into Obnixilis. Tick, tick. Puts them down a couple cards potentially.
Yeah.
Or is it Blade? Is it Blade here or is it Bloodtithe? Because Bloodtithe doesn't have an issue with the demon, and we can reconfigure that potentially.
But Bloodtithe won't die to a single devil.
I'm thinking more in the, if we drew another land next turn untapped, we'd be able to Blade into a reconfigure immediately. Or should we crew first with Blade of the Oni on Heart? Or we need to retain priority. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Let's retain priority. Part of me wanted to sack the devil. Just to kill their devil. Okay, what up, Solid? How goes it?
Hello again. We're just trying to beat this mid-range deck inside of 3 hours. That game 1, it felt like a game 3.
Yeah, definitely. And they're just holding up here, ready for Heart of Quran. Okay. And we're just not letting them do it.
Yeah.
Feels
like old standard.
It really does.
You know they've got the push, so you just sit there and don't do anything with the heart.
Force them to keep it up turn after turn after turn after. Yeah, they definitely had it just sitting there like,
Yep, can't use all your mana, bro. Can't do it.
And it's
decline.
Yeah, 2 Obnixilis to 1. We still, because we have Heart, Spire's turn.
We learned this math in the last matchup. If you have twice as many planeswalkers, it's better. Turns out.
Okay, so we can trade that with the devil if we want, or we can block that, kill their devil, which would mean that Den of the Bugbear is open for business.
That seems pretty good. I want to get rid of that too.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need the life.
And they don't get it either after their devil dies.
Right.
And that 1 point of damage they're going to do isn't going to matter at fucking all.
Yeah, point it at your tenacious underdog. Do it.
Do it. Misclick. God, I would laugh so hard. Please misclick. Do it. Yeah.
Whatevs.
Tenacious D does not have trample. No, sir.
So they will have the opportunity to push the den. Ooh, now I think we activate it.
Oh, yeah, we've got a replacement. We can just replace. So it's tick one down, tick the other one up?
I think it's up. Keep the pressure up. We don't need the life right now.
Okay.
And they're not gaining it anymore.
That's true.
And maybe they'll just start dumping it. Who knows? Probably they won't, but...
Either way, this puts a lot of pressure on, and then we have the ability next turn to go into... Okay, cool. See, they have to blitz to push through, and we still have Heart, so it's the one at 5 that goes to 4, because Tenacious can't kill that on its own.
Yes. The question is whether we activate this, or... No, we just say hold back.
Unless they don't, yeah.
We just hold back.
There's no way they don't kill this, and that's the point, is we want them to waste it now that we have a second. And I'm smacking at their face, I think.
Hell yeah.
It's not going to get through.
It's not going to get through.
Oh, God, no. Good. Perfect.
That's what you were holding on to?
No, that's perfect. It was 2 mana, not 1. That's perfect. They don't get the Castle Lockthwain here. They don't get to do Cling to Dust. They don't get any of that shit. They get a 1-spell scenario, and we get to double spell here. That is the kind of math I want to be doing.
Party time.
And now we get Den of the Bugbear plus all of this plus 2 Obnixies all together.
It's looking good.
This is exactly where the fuck I want to be on game 2.
Well, I'd rather be up a game. Personally.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so we're sitting at Obnixie, yep.
Yeah, they got to start trying to get that life back, and maybe this is that turn where they do the here's my 2 of them.
I could see that.
Oh no, just sending it back.
Plus to start.
Yeah, we got to start with that. What are you going to do about it?
Dump card, dump card. Dumped one. All right.
What are you going to do about that? Huh? You motherfucker.
Okay, so they've got one removal spell for Heart of Quran. But if we do Den of the Bugbear as well, that puts them in a really awkward position. So I think we do all of them and smack everything. Because at the end of the day, they're going to have an Omnixilus but no Devil. They're going to have nothing in hand. And we lose our board, but we keep our 2 Omnixiluses, both of which are sitting at 5.
I'm into it.
I guess one of which will be sitting at 4. Should be the original.
We got to keep our blood so we'll have red mana after this is all said and done.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't have 2 red mana, so Chandra's off the table, but that's okay.
We'll just draw her next.
Right. And Blade of the only gives us red mana if we have to use the blood, I guess.
True.
All at the face.
Deal with it.
Wow, they let it attack. Okay. Do we get it? I think we might get this one.
Do they not have removal?
Gotta have all of it. Right now. There's the removal.
Okay. Fatal push.
So then a Devil and a Tenacious trade for a Den and a Bloodtithe. We get from 1, they go to 3. They have a Cling to Dust to gain a little life, or they have a Castle to try and draw a card. Neither of those are great options for them, though.
No, especially not facing down a pair of Obnixiluses.
Versus 1.
Obnixili?
We're doing math here.
We're getting Obnixili with it.
And they can't... Let's see.
Yep, dead. Oh, really? Okay, and then they're going to kill our Den.
Yep. Okay.
And now we have 2 Planeswalkers to 1 with their Planeswalker on the minimalist of loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, opponent, do your thing. Do you want to pay that life to draw that card?
Depending on what they top deck and play, well, they're gonna cling because there's no reason not to, right? How many cards do they have?
They're thinking really hard for someone who's definitely going to do something.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's which ones they're going to remove. How many do they have left in their graveyard, by the way? Because they have to exile 5 others to do that, so they can do that
6,
one more
they
time.
got plenty.
Okay.
Although a lot of them are tenacious underdogs.
We'll take 2 life. Yep. All right. That's true. Once they lose their tenacious. So plus.
Yes, we start with that.
And then it's probably a double spell again. And just swing.
Absolutely. I think it's swing first.
Yeah.
See if they burn the removal on our creature.
They don't have removal. Okay.
True. So, why click a million things?
Why click many times when one can click one time?
And that blade can turn our goblin into a 5/5 menace if it sticks around. That's hilarious.
Also hysterical, yeah.
I think we actually send it here so that they can't make a creature.
Sure. I'm a fan of that, yeah. Because they can't... Yeah.
Because depending upon how they parlay that with their top decks, they might be back to the world of gaining life.
Right. Which we don't want. We
do not want that. And our Obnixiluses are getting a little out of control, too. Getting a little out of hand.
I'm willing to say we have a 99% shot at this one.
It's looking favorable. That's for sure.
Game 3.
Game 3 it is.
How much time do they have? And how much time do we have? I'm actually
view battlefield. They have 16 minutes and we have 12.
Okay, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. I think just run it back.
Let's see. Was there anything else that needed to get shifted? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, Portable Hole is not the worst, and also not it's a weird scenario, because, like, Elite Spellbinder is pretty good if we get it on curve. Portable Hole is really good for answering all those stupid tokens if we have enough pressure behind it, right?
We're on the draw here, though.
Right.
I tend to prefer the Spellbinder here.
Okay. Let's run it back.
Not based on anything very scientific, just like, fuck it, why not?
The science of fuck it, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm familiar. Rationally Virgo, but only if you keep up the fancy vocabulary like parlay. Well, yes. Yeah. Parlay, of course.
Yeah, I want to rock and roll all night and parlay every day.
All right, that's the ideal top deck.
That's the curve.
That's an ideal top deck. We just need 2 more lands, preferably one with red.
Opponent do nothing.
They're good at that.
You bastard, I told you to do nothing.
Okay.
Our plan proceeds the same way, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm into trading 1-drops for 2-drops.
Yeah. We'll be mana efficient if and whenever possible. And if they want to go on an Ob Nixiey plan, we can get there on an Infernal Grasp after we've pumped the Toolcraft. Okay, Fable.
Fable, okay.
Okay, so they're trying to get mana efficient there.
Fuck. Alright.
That was rough. Alright, is it Bloodtithe to kill the token and then Blade to keep pressure on and smack?
So you're in for like kill or just kill one? I mean, we could just swing both and then play the Blade.
Right, but then they're going to have 4 or 5 mana next turn. I don't know if that's an issue or not.
Well, they might block both.
Okay, sure. Let's force this issue a little bit. It's going to be a weird one. Okay, so they're going all the way down.
Kill the token?
I think we have to. Like, I hate having to go that route, but that thing gives them so much mana, and we are behind on the mana curve here already. If they start double spelling and we can't even single spell,
yeah, we got to bottleneck them if we can.
Yeah. We haven't had a Shakespearean stint in a while. LOL from Irrationally Virgo. Yes, we need a Shakespearean stint, yes. Some fancy boys.
You'd be surprised how many things that are everyday statements are Shakespearean. For example, method to the madness, that phrase comes from Hamlet.
Ah. And there's Ob Nixiey, sitting there
Same
upon his
old
throne.
song and dance.
Yes. Well, if they go demon, that's a little awkward. Yeah, that's not that awkward.
I'm gonna decline right now.
Yeah, it's a little early to say we're... Alright.
That is a land of some kind. I guess we put it on black.
Oh, yeah. So if we swing... We can swing both at Nixiey...
Lil Nixiey? No. Big Nixiey.
Do you kill the token?
Well, you can. This one we can guaranteed kill.
Right, that's what they... But is that the trap?
Is that what they want us to do?
Right. Sons of bitches, what are they doing to us?
Well, we can send them both at the big guy, and we will at least drop it down and kill that, and this will be too big by that point.
And they can't... Yeah, if we do it that way, and then we elite Spellbinder...
Perhaps, or we can trespass to catch this.
Well, my reasoning on elite, I don't care if they blitz that. That doesn't matter at all to me. I could give a fuck about them blitzing.
It's taking away options for later, though, and this game is probably going to go long. What the fuck, bro? Alright, what you going to do about it?
What you gonna do with all them obs inside them tanks?
We're going to get something off the board here, that's for sure. Okay.
That's as ideal as it gets. I guess Graveyard then, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get a warded thing down and rolling. That feels like it'll have some impact. And... yeah.
This one, right?
Absolutely, 100%. This is a really interesting game, this Rakdos Mid versus Mardu. It's a very interesting game.
Leaving in that Cling is an interesting choice.
It is. It is. I would not have imagined that, frankly.
I'm not willing to go so far as to say that I disagree with it. I'm going to decline still.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. Probably wrong is my opinion.
Okay, so that was a little premature potentially. All right. We need to kill the Kiki Jiki. That doesn't get to live. Or else they go nuts.
Yeah. Start with that.
And that turns on their Fatal Push, but it was going to get turned on this turn anyway.
Yes,
so,
it was.
Fuck it. And then it's probably smack everything at the Obnixilis.
Yes, I think so. Let's get their shit off the board. We have more cards.
Cling to dust. Yeah.
Just gonna let it happen?
Now they'll block it like that, and then we get to dump.
Okay, full trade.
And then we dump a Trespasser in, I think.
Is it a Trespasser or is it a Spellbinder to screw them over?
Whatever they play is probably not going to get screwed over by that unless they have a 4-mana Walker, right?
Right, but there's nothing sexy to grab right now anyway. They might have a 4-mana Walker. What if they got a Chandra?
All right, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's.
I mean, if they got a Chandra, we're in trouble.
Yeah, let's do the thing that makes us.
Hey, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I also do like flying here. I'm still declining.
Are we? Are we? I might dump the Chandra here. The life is going to be close.
That's probably reasonable.
And they're probably activating Den. We block the Den. Do we block the Den?
No, we send
have to
this
take
here.
it.
Yeah.
We have to take it. And we got to kill up Nixilis, and then we got to Graveyard Trespass to get our life back.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. They're low on action. And if they're going to keep running this...
Did you
you
do it? Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
I was like, how?
They're going to take our Graveyard Trespasser, which is a
100%.
bummer.
It is. All right, well, we got to kill the Ob.
Yeah.
And then it's probably an elite spell. No, it's a Bloodtithe. What am I saying?
Yeah.
To force them to play. Yeah. Because we may dump the elite spellbinder, actually. Depending on what they do.
We'll see.
Like, ideally, I think we want a Heart of Quran.
That's an interesting choice. That's pretty slow for what's going... Oh, he blitzed it. Okay.
Out of his hand. Yeah, out of their hand, yeah. So we just block the 1/1. We take the 3, because it's going to die anyway.
Right.
And now we need a Graveyard Trespasser to clean this up, and we're good. Pretty much.
So I'm kind of in favor of tossing the Blade here.
Is it the Blade or is it the Elite? Because Elite doesn't do much for us here.
It does fly, and it has the same power.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So we're cracking... I think we have just enough, depending on their top deck here.
Hey, that's a fine card to have.
That should give us a really good shot at this game, depending on their top decks.
Well, yeah, they're either going to blitz or they're going to activate one of these. And
They can't really blitz after we swing, though, because blitzing takes, what, 3 life?
2.
2, which puts them in
2,
range.
but yeah, that would be dumb, because then we just kill them right back.
So we just smash them.
This hand just got really good.
Yeah, we just smash them. They have removal for Bloodtithe, because they top deck like champions.
Right, right. I think they're going to get it on the crackback. Or just wind up winning the race this way, but...
Do we play the Elite Spellbinder? Here's the question. Because they can't win on the crackback with anything they have, and we need double targets to make sure Unlicensed gets through, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they swing, they can get us to 1, but then we Elite and blow up a creature and win.
Yes. And it would probably be Den, so they would leave something behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So... Yep. You have to have land removal here.
And it can't be Fatal Push. Okay. Step 1 is we attack. Now here's the question. Do we do this right now?
Why wouldn't we?
Because if they Fatal Push their own guy, then they can attack back and kill us.
But if we wait...
But then they can still do it anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
If they have it, they have it.
Comes down to a fatal push. Do you have a fatal push? Guess
Boom.
not.
Oh,
All right.
Oh my god, that's
satisfying.
That is a satisfying.
Winning the
experience.
grindy match at 1 life. That's a fine way to reach the end of this.
Wow. What a finale.
And leaving at Diamond Tier 1.
Yeah, that was a 7-0 run from Diamond Tier 4 all the way up.
Yeah. It's a good run.
That's a hell of a 2-hour run.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks for coming to the Dark Stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. That was a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow and rocking out some more stuff, having a good time, and seeing if we can push into Mythic.
Cool. I don't know what to press.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know what the buttons are. Again, they're all the same button.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Well, the deck's good. Oh, did you just play back the beginning?
Oh, it's... I did. It was the wrong one. We'll flip it over. Alright.